Hello there, and to all who come to this happy place, welcome. If you're new here, my name is Abby and I upload Disney planning content here on my channel. In this week's series, I have been talking about the best of 2020 so that you can use this information to plan your 2021 Walt Disney World vacation. Now, I am a travel agent specializing in Disney destinations. So if you've been watching these videos and found this information helpful, there is way more where that came from. Feel free to hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future content, but I would also be happy to help you plan your next Disney vacation. My information is always linked down below, and in just 2 days, on January 1st, I'm going to be making a big announcement that will definitely knock your socks off, I think. I think it's pretty cool. Anyway. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you the best new additions to Walt Disney World in 2020. One of them is technically a late 2019, but anyway, we're going to count it anyway. So, with that being said, let's jump right in. Number 10 on my list is the rollout of mobile order park resort wide. There is mobile order so many places. Now it's coming to resorts. It's in most of the park quick service restaurants, if not all. I really can't think of one that doesn't use it now. But now table service restaurants at resorts are using it. It's just great. And also more allergy offerings have been added to mobile order. So now allergies or people with typical like top 8 allergies are now able to use mobile order in the parks. So I think that's great. I hope that it does continue to roll out in the resorts. You cannot mobile order for allergies in all resort dining locations, but we are getting there. We are making progress. Keep in mind that when you are mobile ordering, you can still pay with cash, you just can't mobile order. So when you get to the restaurant, just let them know you'd like to pay with cash, and they will be happy to assist you at the register. However, if you're paying with credit card or gift card, they do ask that you use the mobile order system because it prevents you from coming too close to people and it just keeps people distanced, and there's a whole thing. So yes, I think that that's a great new feature. It was like starting to come out like in years prior, but the big push for the rollout was COVID, so now it's used a lot. Number 9 is similar. It is being able to waitlist on your My Disney Experience app for table service dining. So now you don't have to go all the way to the restaurant to see if they have availability. You can, from Tomorrowland, check if Liberty Tree Tavern has an opening, and it'll tell you, sure, a table for 3, your estimated wait time is 40 minutes, and it puts you in line. And then you don't have to go to the restaurant and be turned away. So I think that that's a great addition as well. Number 8 is the reduced crowd capacity. As of right now, to my knowledge, the parks are at 35%. That is what Bob Chapek has said. If it's been increased, no one is aware of any confirmed number higher than 35%. So I had a guest, one of my clients just returned the other day, and she said it was awesome. They were first-time visitors. They had a great time. They didn't wait in long lines or anything. They were able to ride most things twice. So while the crowds are definitely higher than they were when the parks first reopened, they are still pretty low. And yeah, I think that that's awesome. I wish that I want COVID to go away, but I want the crowds to stay at the level that they're at. So yeah. Number 7 on my list is that characters are now coming to the resorts more. This is a more recent development, and it's not like fully rolled out yet, but yeah, there are characters surprising at the resorts. They are like going to areas where they can be away from everyone, and like they're waving to you from like maybe on a balcony or something like that. But I think that that's really cool. And definitely brings some more Disney magic to the hotels, because one of the things, like, some people don't want to be immersed in Disney 24 hours a day on their vacation, but I do, so I think that's great. The number 6 change, best change, I think, is the 60-day dining window. It used to be 180 days, it is now 60 days. I think that from a planning perspective, that makes my life much easier because you have more time to think about your plans, and I'm also seeing a lot more last minute bookings. People are like getting the urge and they just want to go like now. So having the dining window be much smaller is definitely helpful. And you don't always want to think about where you want to eat 6 months from now. I am my own worst travel agent. I'm so busy keeping up with other people's trips that I always forget my own dining date pretty much. And so having it be only 60 days is putting it more toward the forefront of my mind, though I still need to book my dining for February. So anyway, yeah. The next, number 5, is social distancing. Now, I mean this loosely because it's making lines look really long, so that's like a drawback, but I hate having people breathe down my neck. So, like, as a cast member, and I see both sides of this. I see it as someone who doesn't want anyone too close to them, but I also see the downside of it from an operational standpoint because on my Disney college program, I did work attractions. So I was the person at Merge who was like merging the Fast Pass and the standby queue, and it really does slow down the line if you're not keeping up with the party in front of you. But I really like it as a guest. So it definitely does make lines take longer, but I don't know. It's almost a trade-off I'm willing to take. I think it might be. So I don't think we'll be 6 feet apart forever, but I don't think that we're gonna hear the please fill in all available space in front of you for quite a while. I think maybe in 5 years people will forget that this happened and then we'll start hearing it again, but I think it's a while away. The next thing on my list, number 4, is boarding groups. I think these are awesome because I know that more likely than not I'm getting on Rise of the Resistance today, or I know I'm not getting on Rise of the Resistance today and you just need to get over it. That tough love for myself. It's happened to me on multiple occasions. Yeah, so I think boarding groups are awesome. The fact that you can now do them from anywhere at 7 a.m. is also awesome. And I think that it's also really great that at 1 o'clock at the new boarding group drop time, you aren't going to be able to do it unless you're in the park. I think that's super fair, super reasonable. I am anxious to see if we will also be using these for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. I keep saying I don't think that Remy is going to open until things calm down because otherwise the ride for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is going to be all the way to Spaceship Earth with the way social distancing is. And I honestly don't even think I'm exaggerating because when Toy Story Land was still getting lines all the way over to like Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And I know that that's much closer together, but now with social distancing and in 6 feet between parties, I think it's gonna go all the way to Spaceship Earth. So I do think that we might see boarding groups for Remy. But we will have to see. That I don't know. I don't know at all. I'm just thinking that we might. And I think it's totally cool. I'm cool with it. Number 3 on my list is Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We really enjoyed this ride. I think it's great. It's so cute. I don't think I would wait 2 hours for it just because I'm an adult and it's a really cool ride, but I'm okay without a 2-hour wait for something. But I think it's a great ride. I was not a big fan of, oh my gosh, what was it called? GMR, Great Movie Ride. That's the one. I was not a huge fan of that ride, can you tell? So I was not super upset to see that go, and I was pretty excited to see a Mickey Mouse ride. So I know people that are GMR stans are probably not too happy with me right now, but I really like Mickey and Minnie's. I think it was worth the trade-off. So yeah, that was definitely a really great addition. And then number 2, I'm putting Rise of the Resistance on here. I don't care if it technically opened in 2019. It was open for like not much time in 2019 at all. So I'm putting it on the 2020 list. I talked about a lot of the reasons why in my video the other day on the best attractions of 2020. Make sure that you check out the playlist for this series for all of that information. But Rise of the Resistance is just amazing. Love it. I'm a Star Wars person, so that helps, but my mom isn't, and she still loves it, so you definitely don't need to be a Star Wars fan to enjoy it. So cool, so cool. Now I'm thinking about it, and now I want to go to Hollywood Studios, but anyway. Yeah, great new addition. The number 1 new addition on my list is character cavalcades. I love these. If you're unfamiliar, they are the substitute for parades and character meet and greets, where it's basically like a little 1-minute parade and it's usually 1 float max with some like characters walking along too, or in the case of the princesses, Merida riding on her horse. So I just think they're really cool. I think it's a great way to see way more characters than you would have while still being able to ride all of your favorite attractions. I think it's a big time saver. I do want to see character meet and greets come back, but I don't want to get rid of character cavalcades. So I would love if like maybe the princesses did the cavalcades in the morning and then in the afternoons you were able to meet them, and then Mickey and friends met in the morning and you were able to see them in cavalcades in the afternoon. That way, you know, you could still meet them if you really wanted to, but a lot of families would be perfectly content to just wave at them from afar. So I really hope character cavalcades are here to stay. We will see. I do want to see Festival of Fantasy Parade come back because that is also one of my favorite things. So I do want that back, but I also want to keep cavalcades, so we'll see. I don't know what 2021 has in store. I do know that more character interactions are coming that are new. I'm going to talk about that more in the next few days. I'm going to have a video coming out talking about some new information that we got from Disney. So if you have not already, make sure to hit the red subscribe button down below and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads, because I'm very excited. Very excited. So that is my top 10 best new additions. I would love to hear what yours are. Do you dislike anything on this list? Do you really like anything on this list? Let me know. In tomorrow's video, I'm going to be doing a compilation vlog of all my favorite moments from 2020. And so that'll be our New Year's Eve video. And then on January 1st, I have a big announcement. Super excited to show you what I've been working on and one of the reasons why I've been kind of quiet on here lately, except for the last week. But I've been working on very special projects and a lot of projects that all go into each other. So it's been a lot. It's been a lot. That's all. It's been a lot. So very excited to share all of that with you. If you enjoyed this video, again, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up so I know you liked it. And come back here tomorrow to see my favorite moments from the year. Bye.